My name is Michael Reynolds. I'm just a dad, nothing special. I fix air conditioners for a living, coach youth soccer when I have the time, and every choice I make is for my son Liam. That's why we moved to Maple Grove. It seemed like the perfect place, a quiet neighborhood where a kid like Liam could feel secure. Liam's 12 and autistic, high-functioning, though labels don't mean much to the world. What matters is he's reserved, keeps to himself, and has this incredible passion for birds. Not phones, not football birds. He can tell you the flight path of a peregrine falcon or the tail feathers of a barn owl. He'll talk your ear off about it, but only if he trusts you. After school, Liam would grab his blue notebook, sling his binoculars around his neck, pull his hood up not to hide, just to feel at ease and roam the neighborhood. He'd follow the same routes, pause at the same trees, sketch what he saw. That was it. Then she moved in, Patricia Evans. You know the type, flawless hair, condescending smirk, the kind of person who'd report a kid's lemonade stand for lacking a license. She bought the gray house on Oak Lane. 2 months later, she was president of the HOA. Her first move? Banning lingering. Her second? A self-run neighborhood patrol with no rules, no oversight, just Patricia deciding who fit in. And to her, Liam didn't. To her, my son was suspicious. I'll never forget that day. It was a Tuesday late afternoon. I was repairing a duct when Liam asked to check on a sparrow nest near the clubhouse. I said, sure. It was his routine. He always stayed where I could find him, texting me if he moved. 10 minutes later, my phone rang. A neighbor, she's screaming at your kid by the clubhouse. I dropped my tools and bolted. When I got there, Liam was pressed against the fence, arms locked to his sides, eyes huge. Patricia loomed over him, demanding answers. He couldn't respond to freezes when people yell. She claimed he was scoping the place, said he looked like a thief, like a 12-year-old with a bird sketchbook was planning a heist. When he didn't answer her, she yanked the taser from her bag and fired. My son crumpled. The sound he made wasn't a yell, it was a soft, bewildered whimper. He curled up, trembling, his jeans soaking wet himself from the shock. I didn't do anything, he kept whispering. I rushed to him, hands shaking, just wanting to know he was alive. I checked his pulse, held his head, then heard her behind me filming. Patricia had her phone out, accusing me of obstructing HOA authority. I pulled out my phone to record too, and she lunged, shrieking about unauthorized filming, trying to snatch it. I pushed her back, not hard, just reflex. Get away from my kid. She tripped in her flats, face planting on the pavement. Blood poured from her nose. Then the sirens hit. 2 cop cars screeched up, officers leaping out, hands on holsters. I thought, this is it, they'll shoot me, and Liam will lose me too. But they didn't. They took statements, called medics, talked to witnesses. And then the real hell started. We thought truth would win. After Patricia tasered Liam, we went to the police with video, medical records, and neighbor accounts. I figured justice would see it through. But she fought back. Within days, she countersued, claiming I assaulted her when I pushed her, saying I was slandering her by posting the video like truth was a crime. She told the news she feared for her life, that Liam was threatening, that I was stirring trouble. People bought if their cool, righteous act worked. The HOA didn't care, or maybe they feared her too. Instead of punishing her, they fined us $10,000 for hostility toward a board member. We were floored. When we protested to mails, meetings, please, they hit harder. They demanded we remove Liam's therapy ramp, built with a doctor's note and city permits, calling it an eyesore. It wasn't just a ramp, it was his independence. They didn't care. Then the EVY tie-in threat, drop the charges or lose our home. They were hunting us. Liam stopped functioning. No more bird sketches, no going outside. He barely spoke. He slept with the lights on, saying the dark felt too close. The kid who beamed at a Jay's call now stared at the floor. Doorbells made him hide. My wife, Sarah, tried to hold us together, pacing with her phone, calling lawyers and therapists. But after a month, she broke. The calls stopped. She stopped showering, stopped smiling. Wine replaced coffee, no fuss, just quiet surrender. One day, I found her slumped against the bathtub, staring blankly. We should have let it go, she murmured. I couldn't answer. Let it go? Patricia scarred our sunburn marks on his skin, and we were supposed to back down? I was unraveling too, waking up sick with dread, dropping weight, nearly causing a work accident. At night, I'd tell Liam he was safe, then scream into a towel in the garage. Neighbors turned away. That's the guy suing Patricia. One muttered like we were the problem. She kept strutting around, pearls gleaming, sipping wine at HOA meetings while we drowned. Hope came quietly. I was wrestling a grocery bag in the parking lot when Elena Ortiz, an HOA board member, approached. She'd always been silent at meetings, head down. I thought she was Patricia's ally. That day, she shoved an envelope at me, whispered, "I can't do this anymore," and left. Inside were emails, dozens from Patricia. "Ditch that little stalker. Let's see how long the weirdo family holds out. Fines will bury them, legal trash control." My blood boiled. It was a plan to ruin us, and she gloated. Sarah read them and said, "No more hiding." Our lawyer went federal ADA violations, harassment, abuse. I posted the video and emails online. I'm Michael Reynolds. The HOA president tasered my autistic son. She sued us, fined us, tried to us. I'm done staying silent. It exploded. Millions saw it, from local news to national blogs. Messages poured in. They fined me for a garden. My kid was targeted too. A stranger sent Liam a drone with a note. "Keep watching the skies." He smiled, his first in weeks. A GoFundMe hit Dula 100,000. We weren't alone. In court, Patricia stayed smug, pearls on, lawyers ready. But the video played Liam's cries, her cold voice, and the emails were read aloud. The jury took 4 hours, Dula 2.1 million in damages. She was booted from the HOA, charged with assault. She cried to the press, claiming we ruined her. I didn't care. Sarah's sober now, running an advocacy group. Liam's YouTube, Sky Scout, has 200,000 subscribers. Bird videos from his drone. I'm HOA president, rewriting rules, ADA protections, no retaliation, transparency. They tried to break us because Liam was different. They failed. Sometimes the meek don't just endure, they fight, they win, and they rebuild.